market with new brick, and you're already using it and understanding its relationship with the market space. So talk to me a little bit about first what new brick is and why
this is Construction Design Magazine.
Yeah, thanks. Well, new brick is a very new technology that we've introduced, and the quality of new brick is that we can create the aesthetic value of a brick veneer in appearance, and we can do that with tremendous benefits. Benefits associated with flexibility of color and texture and design, tremendous flexibility with respects to it being lightweight, which is really the category where new brick comes into play, begin to save cost on construction. It's very easily installed. It can be adhered over our full outsolation, continuous insulation EIFS system. It can be adhered onto surfaces more direct applied, such as solid substrates. So tremendous flexibility, extremely lightweight, highly durable.
But it lays fast too.
They can lay it faster than thin brick.
It's pretty light.
Yeah,
900 square feet.
That you need. As an architect, what is your first thought when you see something like
this?
When
I first saw it, I was blown away because I've done, my background is an artist, so I've done a lot of historical stuff, done stuff with brick, and done stuff with thin brick, and saw this new product coming on the market. It's kind of almost like a disruptive technology. It's kind of changing how we think about the product. You know, and in my area, the idea is when you do a substrate and you're gluing a rock to it, the freezing and thawing, the brick pops off and doesn't really work real well. But this has this adhere because it's a EPS back with an EPX back on it, and it really makes it so we can do more of that. But I love the fact the way that what we do is in my area, you know, we can't really do brick over 2 stories because of seismic and trying to attach it to the building. But here we can do brick all the way up. We can take brick and do it in modern context. We can do some really neat things with it. So for me, it really changes the game.
It looks great.
Of how we can give somebody a brick surface and anything that make it work. The other big thing I think also is
almost has the texture like wood molded bricks.
Now with the new energy code, trying to figure out how to get these envelopes to have the energy efficiency we need. And brick's one of the hardest ones to do. And to have,
it always has been.
It always has been. Yeah, because you give it a barrier, you give it a space away from the wall. The way this works, it just adds to the system. So in my mind, it really gives everybody what they want. It gives us the brick look and feel. It gives us the ability to go up quickly. We can do it on higher floors. We couldn't do it before.
Isn't that crazy?
But also,
that is crazy.
Changes that now brick becomes part of the vocabulary we can use in everyday language and not in just certain projects in certain areas.
Well, it has that aesthetic look. It has that feel. It has that warmth. It has everything that people want in a building, but yet it was very difficult to work with. And you guys have basically said, well, we'll just change that. And you've, in essence, revolutionized the way brick can be used in commercial structures.
Yeah, no question. New Brick by Drive-It is a game changer, right? From the perspective of how I can implement that aesthetic value into a building wall design. And Jory, as an architect, is a classic example, and he's already begun to implement those strategies within the design work that he's doing. If you think about it from the standpoint of energy code, right? We have to incorporate a component of continuous insulation in most commercial wall design today. And in traditional brick or thin brick, those materials have to be pushed off their structural plane to accommodate that continuous insulation. And that substantially raises cost of implementing those more traditional materials into design. That's the positive attribute of what new brick can do, right? It's more of a finish onto our system in a sense. The system then incorporates the continuous insulation, saves substantial cost, has no real requirement for structure, such as lintels or widened footings or foundations, bearing angles, etc.
The main thing for you when you inspect this, when you look at this, when you were researching this, what stood out for you the most?
There are a couple things that I really, really liked about the brick. I like the fact that it comes in all different colors. I like the fact that I can put it on a building. My whole world is driven by budgets. Every client's got a certain lease rate, a certain dollar they've got to hit from the price of the building. And I'm always trying to find the new and some new solutions to give the client what they want, but get it in budget. I tell people all the time, building sandcastles is easy, but getting architecture, really good architecture built is hard. And this just adds one more gun to our arsenal that we can do a brick building, that we can get the energy code, we can detail it properly, we can have it look right, and it really becomes a new way of us achieving and getting our clients what they want. A person walked by the other day and said, "Brick's beautiful, I love brick." I said, "Yeah." And now you get it. You know, and that's the thing about it is people love the look and feel of brick, but it's always one of those things that's hard to make it in the project.
Well, that's good for you too as an architect, because now they're coming to you and you're saying, look, forget the old days. This can't happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to work with new brick, and this is going to be an amazing structure. So the credit goes to both of you guys. So we're excited for your launch here, and thank you both for talking with us.
Thank
For more
you.
information on the product, its applications, as well as any other information around Drive It, you can visit them online at driveit.com/newbrick.
So that's Construction Design Magazine. They did a big article spread on it.